Well, again, thank you for doing this. First of all, we'll talk about like how your last week has been, but I know we're living in a weird time. So how's that been for you? Just going through all of it.
I mean, like, I feel like it's been one of the most, like, I mean, for me personally, take out COVID, it's been one of the biggest years, like, of my life. Like, I turned 18. I mean, that's huge. And then, having to be home all the time and, like, I really kind of used that to my advantage and, like, use that as an opportunity to just delve deeper into what I love and, like, study music and make more. And so it's been honestly like a good year for me. I know it's been really difficult for other people, but I try to look at the positives and yeah.
Well, that's good. I think that I guess, seen two sides of people this year. People that didn't really know how to adapt and go forward in a year like last year, because it's honestly, yeah, something that none of us have ever experienced before. But then there's people like you that use it to their advantage. So
I was not immune to like the collective like COVID depression, like staying inside and like that definitely hit me. And I do think it has had some effect on like I haven't been able to be as creative just because I haven't been able to like go out and like experience as much things. But I hope that, it'll go back to normal eventually. I don't know what that even means anymore, but
I know.
Yeah.
We just started playing Violent, which it's now like averaging 1 million streams a day. The video is averaging
Okay, that's actually news to me.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's crazy.
What do those numbers feel like as a new artist for you? Like, what is it like to hear that?
Well, it's so crazy. I mean, numbers don't mean anything to me because it's like I would be making music and releasing music no matter what. However, obviously it means something to me because it's fucking insane and it's amazing. But yeah, to just like see the people that like I grew up listening to and then just like watch like my listeners like go, but that's the craziest thing is to like people that have been around for so long and have been making amazing music for so long. And then like, TikTok is so influential, like, a song can become popular on there and like it goes crazy. So, I mean, it's just awesome. And I'm just taking it as it comes.
Can you tell us about Violent as the song, like, the process behind writing it and creating it and then it eventually taking off?
So Violent was probably one of the, not gonna lie, like one of the easiest songs I've made because I made it like almost a year ago, like 8 or 9 months ago, and it was just on SoundCloud for a while. And then TikTok, really took it off. But I wrote and recorded it in probably like 30 minutes in like my bedroom and just like with my Apple headphones. It was like a YouTube beat. So I was just like kind of fucking around and like I had the word violent, like I just came up with that little hook. And then from there, like I just filled up the rest of the song because like I was like, that's so catchy, that's so good. So I was super excited. And then I finished it, I sent it to my friend. And then when I heard it the first time, like I was like, it was my like favorite song that I had. I mean, that happens every time I make a song. It's like my new favorite song, because it's like, oh my God, it's so exciting. So when I heard that, like I sent it to all my friends and like a few of them were like, this is gonna blow up. And I was just like so excited. And it took a while, but it definitely happened.
I mean, we love it. It's interesting too because it's a song. It's one of those songs that has kind of a an upbeat sound, but the lyrics are pretty dark. Can you talk about that at all?
I think that's been like kind of a reoccurring theme, like not only in like my music, but like my style and also just like how I kind of present myself is like I look a little scary, I think sometimes, and like my style is a little extreme, but like my personality is super. I mean, I think I'm a nice person, and like everyone tells me like when they meet me, they're like at first they were intimidated, but then they meet me and then they realize my personality is like the complete opposite. And then in my music, it's like I've always written about kind of like really dark stuff, but I like to put it in a kind of pretty package because it's like it's a nicer way to present to people, the stuff I'm talking about.
You posted a video on TikTok the other day of you and your mom hearing it for the first time on the radio, which was super sweet. and
Thank
endearing.
you.
Can you talk about like what made that moment so special for you guys?
I think it was just like I've always talked about this stuff. My parents have known that this is what I've wanted to do for my entire life, you know. Um, so I think like just being able to like hear it on the radio with my mom and like before we even filmed the video, like she's like, oh, I can't cry, like I don't want to cry in the video. I was like, no, you can cry, like trust me, that's good actually. But
You can see
um
it on her face like instantly,
yeah,
like that she's
and it was
gonna
just
get
a
going.
it was like both of us just like I don't know, it was just surreal, honestly, just like hearing it. It was like, what, it's so crazy, like playing on my like in my town. I don't know, it's cool.
Has she always been like a huge supporter of this project of yours and your music in general?
I mean, she's always I mean, music has made me happy, and like it's performing and just the arts in general has been the only thing that has really interested me like ever, and like the only thing I was motivated to do. And so they've always supported that because, you know, it's my thing.
It's interesting too because like when it comes to your other songs, from song to song you have, it's like a very different sound. What influences you when it comes to making certain songs?
Sometimes I'll just hear like I listen to every type of music. So I mean that's kind of the biggest thing is that like it's not that I am um not decided on like what my style is or just like kind of up in the air. I'm just like messing around or experimenting because it's like honestly I just genuinely enjoy like a lot of types of music, and so it's like, well, I want to make that, you know, like I can do that. Or like when I hear like especially like if I rap or anything, it's because I listen to a lot of rap music and it's like I'm like, I could do that. I'm gonna do that. And then I do it. So I just like trying new stuff, and I think also it's like interesting for like my listeners to like like I know Violent is like the introduction and like everyone knows that song, but then they go and dig a little deeper and it's like, oh, this is actually like really interesting. Like I don't have, you know, 50 other Violents for people to listen to. Because I have like kind of two different things that I do. Like I play guitar and I've written songs on guitar for years and they're like acoustic and I do that, you know? And then I have like my internet music, which I've only been making or putting music out on the internet for like a year. So it's really heavily influenced by like the underground SoundCloud scene and like that type of stuff. So I think that's like kind of cool that I have both because like this doing the weird internet stuff like helps me like write more acoustic and like the other way around. Like it just is good practice for my brain and like it's challenging to try like new stuff and just keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, we were having a conversation here the other day about because we're all kind of the same way. We listen to all types of different music and we're trying to figure out for us like one band or at least style of music that we have on the same playlist that is like complete opposite of each other. Is there anything you can think of personally for you, like what you listen to? Because like mine was a song from the musical Camelot and then like Nine Inch Nails back to back. So stuff like
I
that.
I have a playlist on my Spotify. It's like linked to it. And it's just like what I'm listening to right now. And I just add to it kind of all the time, but it goes from literally everywhere. Like it goes from My Chemical Romance to like Goth Money Records and like rap and it's all over the place. But yeah.
Love it. Well, we're really excited to hear more from you. What is next for you?
I have two songs that I'm really excited about that like hopefully I can get out like really soon. And they're both like acoustic guitar songs that I wrote like a while ago, but they have just stuck with me like really strongly because I just love them. So it's this song called Trailer Trash, and then I have another one called Please Put Me in a Medically Induced Coma. And I wrote those when I was in rehab, and so like I've shown them to like lots of different friends and lots of people, and like those two have really stuck out to other people, and like they remember it. Like they even still sing that song like at the rehab that I'm not at anymore, and like so I think that just kind of like I want to get that out. It's been too good for too long without any recording.
How have you been still connecting with fans when we're not able to do shows and stuff like that?
I think like a little bit it feels like I only exist on the internet. You know what I mean? Like um because
It's
I
all we can do.
right.
You know?
But I mean I figured it out. Like I mean it's cool because a lot of people are home and so like a lot of people like do want to connect and so it's like I'm able to talk to my fans and like talk to the people that listen to my music, whether it just be like on social media or like I go live a lot so I just like talk like just like this basically. But yeah, it's a different type of, it's definitely different. It's a different dynamic for sure. And I'm excited for um when it's gonna be like I'm able to meet people in person and like go on tour possibly and all that fun stuff. But it's also gonna be really overwhelming for all that to happen because it's
I
been
agree.
so contained
I
for this amount of time, you know?
I had a dream last night that I was in a fully packed bar and I was with a bunch of people and I was just yelling at them like we have to get out of here. And I woke up just terrified. And I was like, what is this?
I
What has this year done to
That's an
me? That was my
anxiety dream. That's so, yeah, like I have dreams like that too. Like crowds don't feel normal to me anymore. Like I get anxious if I'm around too many people, even though I used to love crowds. Like it didn't matter to me. But now that it's like ingrained in my head, like everybody needs to be wearing a mask. Like sometimes when I watch TV, I see them not wearing a mask and I'm like, what's going on? Put on
yeah.
your mask. You
Or
know, like
hugging. We're like,
I don't
ugh, get away from each other.
know.
It's
I can't believe
dangerous.
I used to like I can't believe I used to just give like random people like let them hit my vape. Like that's so gross now. Like or like just sharing drinks or like anything. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially like
It's like we're
concerts.
past
Like
that now. It's good though that we have stuff like this. I think about like what was it, the 1918 pandemic? Like what did they do? What did they do? Like we can at least, connect like this and then hopefully meet in
yeah,
person someday. But I'm glad that we still have this, and it's provided a chance, I think, too, to talk to people that we normally wouldn't have a chance to talk to, because we usually plan all that stuff around like when they come to town and stuff, but it's kind of made us open up a little bit. So, is there anything else you want to say before I let you go or put out there? And, even if it's just a message to all your fans about the year to come.
um I mean the only thing I can just say is like thank you to everyone who like loves the song and like continues to listen to it. It just means the world to me and that's about it. I'm
Cool.
obviously excited. Like I hope they love the new music I put out, but yeah.
Well, we're definitely excited to hear it. We love Violent. We're going to, we just started playing it. We're going to keep playing it. So hopefully we can
Thank
get
you.
you a lot of more fans.